Hi everyone, so this video is going to be a little bit different and it's going to be about how to pick the right diet or weight loss program for you. And the reason I decided to make this video is not because I'm particularly knowledgeable about the diet world. I've dabbled in it, but you know, I'm by no means an expert, I'm by no means a nutritionist, so just take everything I say with a pinch of salt. But because I have been kind of updating you with my weight loss progress and just posting videos about what I eat and that kind of thing, and a couple of you have kind of had mixed opinions about it. A lot of people were commenting saying that I was eating really unhealthily, that because I ate things like crisps and light mayo and light Philly, that I wasn't going to lose any weight and that it wasn't healthy. And some other people were saying that I wasn't eating enough. Then some people were saying that, you know, I was eating too many carbs, I wasn't eating enough vegetables. It's definitely a topic when it comes to diets that everyone's got an opinion, and that you need to find what works for you, because there is by no means a kind of one diet fits all. The basic rules are simple: you eat less than you use, and that's it. If you're burning more calories than you're taking in, you're going to create a deficiency, you're going to lose weight. Simple maths. But if you are kind of very health conscious, or if you want to try and do something that's maybe kind of more drastic or in a certain time frame, and you've kind of got different health restrictions and that kind of thing, it's very, very difficult to pick the right plan for you, I feel. And I feel like it's very confusing as well, and you kind of get just so much info thrown at you from different directions, and people kind of weighing in and giving you their opinion, and it's just very, very, very difficult to be able to kind of determine what you should or shouldn't be doing. And you really need to just find out what works for you and just stick to that. So I'm the type of person who I need to see results pretty fast for me to feel motivated. If I don't feel motivated, then I kind of give up quickly. And the way I'm eating now, the kind of diet videos that I've been posting, I'll link a couple of them in the down bar if I remember, but if I don't, just go on my channel and you'll see them. Those types of videos are what I eat on a daily basis. Now, I eat that on a daily basis and I work out, and then one day a week on a weekend I'll kind of relax it a little bit and I'll eat what I feel like. That being said, I don't starve myself. I'm not hungry. I don't kind of really restrict myself. And people were saying that, you know, you're hardly eating any calories and that kind of thing. I know what my body is like. I know what my body needs, and I know when I feel good and I know when I feel bad. And that is what you need to remember. If you're someone who works really well with a low carb, high protein diet, then that's great. But I'm not someone who can do that. I don't like those types of diets. I don't like those types of food. And I don't think that there's any point in you eating things that you don't like, because then you'll just be miserable. You'll be thinking about the foods that you do like, and it's just kind of like a catch-22. I think you just kind of end up spoiling it for yourself, because you know, you need to do what works for you. And I know it kind of sounds like a little bit defensive, and I don't mean it in that way at all. I just mean that I think that everybody needs to find their own path and their own choice and what works for them and for their body. I'm very short, I'm 5'1". I am kind of chunkier than I need to be, even when I'm at my slimmest for most people, if you consider kind of like BMI and that kind of thing, which I don't think is the most accurate measure of what your body looks like anyway, but that's another matter. And if you're someone who, you know, is a little bit more overweight and needs to eat more calories and needs to just do it in a different way, then that's great. But you need to know your body, and you need to know what works for you. You need to know what your strong points are and what your weak points are, and work accordingly. So as I said, if you're someone who really enjoys protein, then a low carb, high protein diet can be really good for you. Me being a vegetarian, it's kind of a little bit pointless, because you know, I won't eat lean chicken and fish and that kind of thing. So I need carbs, and I love carbs, and that's kind of what works for me personally. And I know that everyone's got an opinion, and that kind of everyone considers themselves a little bit of a health freak. And a couple of comments I had, you know, said you're not going to lose weight doing it that way and that kind of thing, which isn't true, because I have and I am, and it works for me. And only I know my body, only I know how my body works and what my body needs and what works for me personally. You know, you could have a really amazing figure who eats loads, and that's because that's just what works for them. It really depends, and it really is a complete kind of personal choice, and you just have to do whatever it is that works for you personally. So when you're trying to pick a plan and trying to decide what you want to do, then you need to just sit down with yourself and have a little think about what your kind of strong points are and what you think your downfall could be, and then come up with a plan accordingly. And you don't have to follow a particular plan, you can just devise what you want to do and kind of trial and error and decide what you feel like doing. And I feel like that's just the best way you can do this. And yeah, that's it really. I just wanted to kind of share that little piece of info out there if there was anyone that was struggling and anyone that was a little bit confused. And I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye.